Hey, ladies and gentlemen, forgive me. I was in the bed and I was thinking here again about us, about you, and I'm reminded about our history. See, some of you guys are relatively young. You know, you studied Dr. King, you've listened to his speeches, you know the story, but you don't really know what's happening when it came to Dr. King. You weren't there. That's what I'm saying. But for those who were there, they know that Dr. King was unique. He was a unique kind of guy. Just like um, if it don't fit, you got to acquit. That was a unique kind of guy. Dr. King was unique like that. He was eloquent in his speech. He was, oh man, he does his work, his homework. He knows of that he speaks of, and he finds situations that are open to the public's understanding. That makes it people want to say, "Go on, Dr. King." But anyway, I was laughing at that because it was really wonderful. Now me, nah, I'm nothing like Dr. King. I don't hang with that really educated crowd unless I have to. And when do I have to? And for so far, not that often. But I am an ordinary person, just like most of us. And we ordinary people are the most, as far as numbers are concerned, people on the face of the earth. And likewise in America. And we're not stupid, we're not dumb. A lot of us might not have that what you call official education, but we got Motherwit. And Motherwit, you can bet your last money. Now let me tell you something about Motherwit. Some people don't understand Motherwit. What Motherwit really is an expression of that divine installation that has been made there by the Creator. That's what you call Motherwit. That's by having the ability to understand, having the ability to think, having the ability to make decisions. Well, when I was thinking about that, I thought about how wonderful it is to be on the right path. You know, so many of us allow all kinds of things to happen to us because we're afraid to die. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that mankind's biggest enemy? We talk about money. Now, money that's a big tool to all the corruption you can find on the usually has some type of connection with money. But money is not the most objective thing in this work of life. You know what it is? It's death. Now, you know the expression, everybody wanna go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And doesn't make too much sense, because everybody got to die. To me, the smart thing is to choose your death path. Rather than having it slip up on you, choose it. Could be fun. So I was thinking about the unique thing that happened to me that gives me the authority to come before you, ladies and gentlemen, and talk this stuff that I know you love to hear. Some of you can't stand it. And to tell you truth that you know yourself, but you wouldn't dare speak it out publicly. And you're just so glad that somebody is publicly saying it so you can say, aha. And it's not a bad thing. You know, you don't have to hide. There's no shame in the game. So I was thinking about that authority. I come here and say these things to you. And it really, I'm going to share a little bit of that with you here. It had to do with, the miracle had to do with saving my life. Now, you know, we got so many people that say, God saved their lives. Like I think not too long ago, a plane went down and they say one person survived. Now, you might not think that's a miracle, but I'm hoping that person who survived, I don't know how young, but I hope somewhere down the line they realized that was a miracle. But anyway, back to this miracle. As I was lying there in the bed, I said to myself, it became a joke. In this process, when I'm being human, in my macho ness, my stupidness, marching off, being all that I can be in secret, dumber than dumb. And things happened. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened, but things happened. And when it was over, I was like, I said, what happened? What was happening? I said to myself, I said, God probably looking at me and said, look at that fool. Boy, I don't care nothing about life. Look at him, finna go die. He walked home this morning, went to school, came back. Now he's finna go die. And look at him. He got faith. He actually believes he's going to accomplish exactly what he said he was going to accomplish. Going straight to die. But you know what? Because of his faith, I can see it. I'll land on the couch, really. I can hear it. But because of his faith, I'm going to provide a miracle for him. Now, this miracle is a special kind of miracle. All God's miracles are special. But for him, since he is so willing and to throw his life away, have no fear of death at all, since he is like that, now I'm gonna do something for him. He's still gonna die. But what I'm doing, to whom much is given, much is required. So I was sitting there and then I understood the reason that I've been out here for 40 years. The reason I can think about the last 10 years of just me, myself, going against it seemed like the world on my shoulders. And I got 3,000 videos on YouTube. Some of them long, some of them short. But I'm talking and I'm talking, I'm glorifying God. Nobody's listening, but I'm doing my job. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, God must have said, if this joker gonna die, then let him die doing my job, doing my work, taking care of my business. Let him give his life taking care of my business, because the boy is all right. And I'm here today, taking care of God's business. Look, you say, well, are you accomplishing anything? Yes, I'm standing up doing what God has given me to do. The stuff that I share with you is stuff that I've been taught. What I share with you is I know what I'm talking about. Now, how you respond to it, that has nothing to do with me. That's all about you. Jesus came. That Jesus did his job, they say. Most of you don't believe it. But it had nothing to do, when Jesus left, it had nothing to do with that. It was all about you. The road, the map is there. GPS is there. Some people just scared to use GPS. They want to use their own mind, memory. Get lost every time. And sometimes not even smart enough to follow GPS. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that God loves you. He saved my life to come back and remind you that the hell that you're going through today is of your own making. You're either directly involved in its manifestation, or you're sitting around being nice and kind, allowing it to happen. And as I say that, you're being nice and kind as that evil monster over there go and attack Ukraine. And you want to give anything to help if you can. But you don't want to really help, because to really help, that evil monster might look at you. Got your attention now, and you scared to death. Is that it? And so you don't want to get involved. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what I love about the spirit of love, the spirit of God in people. They can't find nothing greater to die for than to stand up against evil for the preservation and the salvation of righteousness. Hey, baby, there ain't no better way to die. Somebody robbing you, you out there pulling guns, shooting somebody else, or they out there shooting you. All bomb dropping, you just getting blown. What the hell is that all about? Wake up, America. Wake up, people of the world. This is a glorious time. This is a time where there is no doubt about the evil of this world. In America, there's no doubt. You've seen ugliness. You've seen evil in killing of people that should not be killed. You've seen evil in taking away the rights of people that needs to have those rights. You've seen it, my friends. It is bright as daylight. No, we can't walk around like it's going to go away. No. Many of you who can't stand the idea that if you get engaged heavily with Ukrainians, Russia might look at you. I mean, the thing that tells me, I know that's the way human beings are, especially Americans. When it comes down to you, oh, they got some compassion. They'll do this, do that. But when it comes down to them, They want the bombs dropped to save them. Do anything to save their lives. But when it comes down to you, well, see, there's no difference in God's love. There's no greater opportunity that a man or a woman or a nation or all the people on earth give their lives to make sure that evil finds no nesting ground here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I said it to you. Now go on and get you some sleep too. Talk to you next time. Goodbye.